Bitch, you can't hear nothing now because no one's talking. Now you hear something? You can't hear nothing now, can you? Now you can't.
There's music coming down.
That's strange. Let me see. Oh, that's strange. It's sort of like
Okay, now there's only one small problem. I can't. I gotta be down here. I'm gonna turn the camera off now.
You took those books?
Yes. Long time ago. Yeah, very good.
Did you want to read
No, I
With
read
or
that.
Without You? Yeah, I'll read that. I took that one so long ago, saying. Me too.
Here's a question I'm sure you've been asked more than once.
Yes.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Tennis player. I would like to be a tennis player.
Is there something else you want to be?
A veterinarian.
I think I'd be an archaeologist.
Really?
Yes.
What interests you about archaeology?
Mostly dinosaur bones, and then after that would be Indian civilization.
Pretty unusual career. If you were a tennis player, who would you want to be like?
Well, I like other people to be like me.
That's a good answer. Is there somebody though that you've watched, since you were little and thought, wow, they're really good?
McEnroe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think you'd ever be like McEnroe on the court? Maybe get stroppy. No?
Maybe.
I think I'd like to be like McEnroe too. I don't think I'd be able to do things as good as him.
Why is he so good? What's brilliant about him?
He's really smooth. He makes everything look so easy.
What do you think about him when he gets upset? Shouts at the umpire.
Yes, everyone has their time.
You don't think you'd ever do it, would you?
No, I haven't done it before.
That's good. I should hope not. When did you start playing tennis?
When I was about 4.5 or so.
Yeah. Do you remember when you first started
No.
playing?
Not at all.
Why did you start?
My dad started and he thought it would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you remember about tennis when you were really young?
I just remember going out there with just a big racket. That's all.
Did you play a lot? Were you playing like you do now? Were you playing so many hours a day?
I think we weren't playing that long because I don't even remember being out there, so you must have not been playing that long. I mean, that long of a time.
Did you just play for fun then?
I guess.
What about now? Tell me now how you fit everything in a day. What do you do? What time do you get up? And what do you do during the day?
Well, when we get up, sometimes we go to tennis court in the morning, early in the morning. Then we'll get dressed for school, and we'll come back out at 2 o'clock and practice at 6.
How do you fit in all your schoolwork?
We always have time for schoolwork.
When do you do it?
After we practice.
Yeah, so you have to do it in the evenings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you get any time off just to go and enjoy yourselves?
Yes.
Yeah.
On the weekends mostly.
What do you do then when you're not playing tennis?
Mostly right now we bike ride.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you go down to the beach at all?
Yeah.
What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this beautiful Monday. I'm doing well myself, and I hope you had a very, very nice, relaxing weekend. Go too fast, you know what I'm saying? It's very, very nice. It's always nice to have to be off of work, you know what I mean? Well, in the course of my weekend, I come across this particular situation right here. And I have been hearing about it time and time again, you understand? And it's a bunch of nonsense, just a bunch of rhetoric thrown towards the Williams sisters. The queens of tennis, I like to call them. You understand? About them being men. That is so bunk. You understand what I'm saying? The video that we just watched was young Venus and Serena Williams at ages 11 and 12. Okay? and they was given an interview at this place called Trans World. Now, I don't know why they was at Trans World, but nevertheless, I guess their parents thought it would be good, you understand, to give the interview to get paid or whatever. But however, that does not make them actually boys, okay? And that's just what it is. I get so tired of hearing this mess right here, man. These are young, beautiful women. And they are victims of envy from the other race, if you understand what I'm saying. The white masses, okay? See, I notice every damn time black women excel in sports or in politics, as in, Michelle Obama, well, she's married to the president, but nevertheless, she made a nice looking, beautiful first lady, okay? Well, she didn't fit the description of the normally, dried up looking first lady that, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna just leave it like that. She was voluptuous, beautiful black woman, Then next thing you know, she's a man. No, she ain't. She's Michael. No, she ain't. It's a woman. See, all this shit comes from these envious-hearted ass subhumans. You see what I'm saying? Any damn time black women come about and represent the queenship that they are, and I'm talking about queens as in the righteous way, because we don't want to get into the real word, etymology of the word queen, but be that as is, black women who represent themselves proper, okay? That's what I call a real queen, all right? But the thing is this, the white masses always seem to find a black token, a so-called black token, okay, to bring about their means to an end of what they want to achieve, and to make other people believe something that they don't, that's not true, in other words, as in this particular situation right here. We have this prophetess, so-called prophetess Celestial, okay? Celestial claims to be a prophetess, talks about what the Most High told her, okay? She's prophesied about a lot of different things, and you guys can look her up, you'll see, she's prophesied about a lot of things. But just because, she prophesied doesn't make her right, okay? It doesn't make her right, See, and as far as I'm concerned, this particular thing right here, she just exposed herself, with some bullshit. And that's just all there is what it boils down to. She claims that the Most High came and told her that the Williams sisters are going to be brought down and stripped of everything that they've achieved because they are actually men. That's what she's saying. We're going to see if this actually happens, but unless I see this actually happen and it actually comes out, well, then I'm not going to believe nothing that this woman has to say about these two women right here. I'm not. See, this is where she messed up. And that's just what it is. But what I want us to do is actually watch this TikTok video, explaining, in better detail than what I'm doing right now. So without further ado, check this out.
That there's going to be a takedown of the Williams brothers. And immediately I'm like, who's the Williams brothers? So as I listen further, she's talking about Venus and Serena Williams. These are her words, not mine, but she's saying that Venus and Serena Williams are in fact not women, that they are men. Let me roll the clip for y'all.
I was listening to you until you mentioned the Williams brothers. Those are men. Absolute men. Oh, thank you. When I was preparing for this thing, I was indeed getting pictures concerning the Williamses. Just so you don't forget and think, oh, she's just exposing. I'm sitting here in the power and authority of the Lord Jesus Christ. He sits in his seat on high and he surveys the entire earth. The Lord said to me, Celestial, These two will be stripped of all their medals and all their accolades posthumously. I repeat, Venus and Serena Williams, thus saith the Lord, they will be stripped of all their medals, every accomplishment, all lauding. Lauding means high praise. All their rewards, everything that they have robbed from real women over nearly 30 years. Ever since they were first debuted on this show. You know, I will not get ahead of myself, so let me finish. Ever since they appeared on this show called Trans World Sport. Trans World Sport. God says every single thing that they stood in the way of. He's saying now they foiled many careers, especially that Serena. Particularly vicious that one is, and hates. That woman wanted to kill Naomi Osaka when she beat her fair and square. Because how can an XX beat an XY? And the rest of you supported her with bad behavior, booing that child. Because you had no idea of that sore that XY loser. Used to always winning, used to always dominating. God says those two have stalled many careers, robbed many crowns, he's telling me here, caused many tears, many girls cried. And they're too old now. Their chance to be tennis greats is done. The women who cried, the women who could have been, the women who had to settle for number 3 and number 4 their entire careers because men were sitting in their spot. Posthumously, thus saith the Lord. He said they will take everything away from them. They will strip every accolade. You've lived to see Lance Armstrong stripped, right? Just to know that I'm not going over into strange territory where you're saying she's making up things. You lived to see all those 8 doping Tour de France medals stripped from Lance Armstrong. So you cannot claim that you've never heard of awards and medals being stripped. And he keeps saying to me, posthumously, posthumously. Posthumously means after you die.
I know. I'm wondering the same thing you're wondering because Serena has 2 kids. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Listening to Nori say how
Now y'all hear that nonsense this woman was talking? Now, let's get something understood. There are many lords, thus saith the Lord, okay? But there's only one omnipotent, most high God, and that's the God of all gods. I don't believe that's the one that came to you and told you that these 2 women here are men. I think you're dealing with another kind of God, if you understand what I'm saying. There's a lot of them. You know, they are very deceptive. And depending on what frequency that you're on, well, I can guarantee you, they'll have all kinds of stuff to whisper in your ear of things that are not so. And this is one of them. Now, as for Lance Armstrong, well, everybody's seen that coming a mile away. You ain't prophesied nothing on that. You know what I mean? The dude was doping. You know, the cyclists and everything. I mean, mostly everything they do, they cheat. So I'm not surprised at that. But you done stepped over the line now saying that Venus and Serena Williams are men, and the Lord told you that. And they gonna be stripped of everything. They ain't nothing but lies from the pits of hell. And that's just all it is to it. See, I'm getting tired of every damn time one of our people, especially when it's black women, because you don't hear much about black men. They just come up with some other kind of cheating scandal for them. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. When it's in sports or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. They'll use a cheating scandal to get them or other some domestic violence or some, you know, something like that. But with the black women, when they dominate, you know what I'm saying? Oh, she's a man and this and that or whatever. That's basically what it boils down to. And you always hear these subs come up with it first. Then it's not long before these tokens, like Celestial Prophetess here, comes along and push it even further to the masses to deceive people. And that's just what it all boils down to. I don't buy this, not for one bit. This is a lie. Again, from the pits of hell. And Celestial Prophetess, you better repent and stop slandering, because you ain't supposed to slander nobody, be lying on nobody. And that's just what it is. That's all I got on this from people. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular situation right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it. Like, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.